If you own an Epic FX golf cart and you'd like a storage solution that looks great, can handle a ton of weight, and does not affect the size of your vehicle at all, then check out our BA utility basket. Let's dive into it. Now I'm gonna show you guys step by step on how to install this bad boy on your Epic FX. But before we do that, I gotta give you 5 reasons why you might want this on your golf cart. First is storage without sacrifice. This can hold a ton of equipment, gear, but it does not make your vehicle any longer, any wider, doesn't infringe on the space or the size of your vehicle at all. Next is heavy duty. As you saw earlier in the video, I just stood in the dang thing and it held me fine, so it can handle a ton of weight. Third is installation. With a couple tools and 5 minutes of spare time, you can install our utility basket on your Epic FX. As I'm a free bird. Fourth is bungee cords. It's simple, but it's one of those little details we like to add to our products that make them a little better. And a basket is only as good as the things that stay in it. And last but not least, the thing just looks freaking good on your Epic FX. That's all I got. Before we install this, if you want to purchase our utility basket, you can go to the product below this video, click the link in the description below, or go to shop.baparts.com. Go to your Epic FX cart you own, and you'll see the utility basket with the rest of our products on there for purchasing. But with that being said, let's dive into the installation part of the video. So when you open your Epic FX utility basket box, it's a mouthful, you obviously have your utility basket. You will have your hardware, 2 identical mounts, and 2 bungee cords. The tools you will need to install the basket will be either a pocket knife or any type of knife, scissors or tin snips like this. You will need an impact or socket wrench. You will need a 3/16 Allen wrench, a 7/16 wrench, tape measure, and maybe a marker to help mark your line we're gonna be cutting on here. And then last but not least, you will need a 7/16 socket and 15mm socket. Cut a slit in the covers on the roof supports. So just to make this very clear, let me bring you in here for a second, Keely, to show you. You want to cut, let's imagine this was a straight line right here on the side of the strut. You want to cut a straight line down, and you want to do about 1 inch. So I'm going to cut right about there and about 1 inch. And again, you want to imagine there's a straight line on the edge of the strut, roof strut on the outside side. Cut straight down. So I am going to use whatever you're comfortable with. If you want to slowly go after it with a knife like this, so you're not cutting too far, because what you don't want to do, it's not going to be the end of the world if you cut too far, but you just don't want to cut too far. So cut that down there like that. Then, just to change it up to show you how you can do it with tin snips as well. Also, one part I guess I forgot to say is it might be easier if you pull this out like this, and you can get there in there a little easier. And then you can go here, make sure you're straight down and cut straight down. Those are cut down. Both covers are pulled up, which we'll have to do anyways to get to these bolts under here. You need to grab your impact or socket wrench, 15mm socket. What we're gonna do is completely remove the top bolt. Completely remove that one. Then just loosen that enough where the bolt head's about 1/4 inch away from the roof support. And that only just gets slightly loosened because this mount slides into place over the bolt. So what we're gonna do now is be careful. Make sure you're not digging into the roof strut up here, because this is still gonna be seen. So what you wanna do is kind of peel this back, shove this all the way down through here until that's hitting. As you can see, let me bring you in here. You'll see we're all the way pushed down, so we're hitting that bottom bolt. Then you'll see that our holes line up once we do that. So now just slightly tighten that back up and push down on the mount and thoroughly tighten these with your impact. Then take these, this has to go all through the square. So it can be a little frustrating as you gotta get it to fit in place. That's on there. That's how simple it is to install the mounts on this cart. So now we grab the other mount. And by the way, both mounts are identical. It does not matter what mount you're using. They're both exactly the same. So let's go over here, 15 millimeter socket. Due to the roof supports, the bolts, and the mounts, there's a little bit of play. What you want to make sure of is that your arms aren't tilted different angles. So now we're going to install the first set of nuts on the bolts on these mounts. And let me show you specifically what you need. You are not going to use the nylock nuts. You're going to use the non-nylock nuts to start out with. So the nylock nuts stay there. We're not using any washers or anything. 4 bolts, 4 non-locking nuts. You'll need the 3/16 Allen wrench, and now you'll need the 7/16 socket. And what we will do is we take the bolt, insert from the outside in, and then finger start the nut. If you want to use a 7/16 wrench instead, it'll be a little easier on your hands. Now what we want to do is thoroughly tighten this nut to the bolt. You will have some foam in your box that we ship this to you in. Use that foam, and just to be safe, put it on your front end of your cart. That way you don't make any mistakes and scratch the crap out of the front end of your golf cart. So let's put that there. Now what we need to do, we don't even need to worry about this hardware yet. We're just gonna install the basket. So take this and line up one side and run the bolts through the holes. Then what you're gonna do is pry this side out and get those bouncing as well. One caveat, there's a little bit of play on all these holes. And if you tighten it just off a little bit, there's a chance that the bolts won't slide in this hole just as easy as you just saw there. So you might have to loosen that nut and bolt once to get something to slide in. More than likely not. But again, there's just some play in holes for fitment to make it sure everything fits right every time you install them. So take your foam back out of there now, because that basket's not gonna go anywhere. Grab the nuts and washers and finger tighten these. Then grab your 1/2" socket or wrench, again, half, not 7/16, and tighten them up. There's a little bit of play with how this sits flush. If you look here, you'll see that the whole slot is perfectly lined up with this. So when you're doing that, when you're mounting it up, you want to make sure that that's perfectly straight with it. Utility basket's mounted. The most simple part of the installation is take your bungee cords that are provided, loop those through their holes, and those are now mounted. And as you will see, it does not interfere with the windshield. That's it for the installation on the utility basket for the Epic FX. And again, this fits the 20, the 40, and the 60. If you ran into any issues during your installation that you did not see addressed here, please leave a comment below. Please email us, call us, text us, we'll take care of you. Again, if you're interested in buying this, you can click the product below this video, click the link in the description, or just go to shopbaparts.com, click on the Epic, click on your golf cart, and then you'll see the basket with the rest of our products on there. But per usual, thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting BA Parts, and I don't know. I should have said thank you for watching and thank you for supporting BA Parts. Thank you.